Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play a Factorio. In the last episode, we started setting up our wall down here, and it's going okay. I wanted to stop here and make some adjustments. Let's turn off our robots temporarily, because I didn't incorporate any radar down here, and I would like to do that. Let's get one right there. Was there anything else I wanted to adjust here? I don't think so. I wanted to check the robots. One thing that I didn't do... Yeah, you've only got... Oh, no, not that many. Just one half there. Get you at about, like, 50. Actually, 25 was probably plenty. Whenever I made the two robot networks, I didn't separate them. So that it was all one big network, and that's fine, but I do kind of like to split them up by their areas. So yeah, this roboport and this roboport are actually in separate networks right now, and I think that's going to end up working out a little bit better. Let's radar this differently. And it would probably be more optimal to put the station in the middle. We can turn on our own robots now just to get that down. I don't care if they build wall. But we already didn't do that already, so... this will be fine. Let's just get that in there so that it's covered. All right, and I was working on just finishing up the wall. Was going to do an in-between episode, but then you know, I ran out of track and had to go back anyway. So it would have been like a 5-minute one. So I didn't do that. But that's okay. We are in a good spot now. I think we should be able to just wrap this up. That right there. More track. How are we doing on signals? Are fine. Everything else we need should be fine. Roboports, we got 5 of them. Let's go ahead and grab one of those stacks. Okay, and we're coming up on the end. All right, I want to make this one into a roundabout, and this one, let's just take out that middle right there. The reason why I brought the tracks all the way down here, it's not really necessary, but I did want to throw in just an extra artillery stop here. Where did it go? Right there. Okay, let's go down and clean this one up. That doesn't need to go out that far. That doesn't need to go out that far. That doesn't need to exist. And this just turns into a roundabout. And that's not necessary. All right, and this should get this moving. All right, let's set these up. It's full of bees. That's funny. Item equals artillery wagon. And let's see, can I just copy this? Okay, let's turn off our robots and gather up our robots. They've been chasing me for a while now. Come on. Okay, and you are going to be artillery 2. Ruh-roh. Boy, that one just barely held on, didn't it? But it held on. That's the important part. It did hold on. All right, we'll get up there and address that here soon, and it's fine. All right, let's see. We got that one. That was artillery 2. And then we have this one right here, which is going to be artillery 3. And that should be the last station. Art 1, S1, S2. Yeah. Perfect. Temporary? Wasn't very temporary, was it? All right, let's go ahead. Let's head back to base, and we'll just let this wall build up down here. Should be just fine. We'll roll the intro, and I think we need to go ahead and get the artillery train set up, since we have the stops for it now, and we have a route that it can take. Might want to give it just a little bit of time before we set it loose, just to get this stuff built up, so we do have some defenses in place, because that's one thing that's going to happen. It's going to attract some attention, and might want to go and fix that radar situation that I was going to do but totally didn't. Fun times. All right, I ran down real quick and fixed the radar situation, so now we can see all along our wall and see how its progress is coming. And basically, once we get a good number of these laser turrets in and the wall's complete, we can go ahead and send out our artillery train, which works out well because it technically does not exist right now. So it gives us a little bit of time to get that set up. Let's see. Let's set it up right here. Good a place as any. Artillery wagon. All right. And then that is going to be basically a locomotive. We'll get one requester chest, another requester chest. Fast inserters will be more than adequate, and we'll set a request for artillery shells, 248, and request from buffer chests. All right. All we lack is a couple of artillery wagons, which are under logistics, I think. Yeah. What do we need for that? Basically, engines. All right, so this isn't bad at all. We just need basically 128 engine units to get those two artillery wagons to get that moving. We are making engines down here, and hopefully they are backed up so we can nab a couple of them. You know what? We may have... How many is that? It's 53. We may have some hanging out in here. I don't know that we made recyclers for them. I don't know where they ended up. I know I saw some. Well, I've been known to go through these chests and not find what I'm looking for, so that's not surprising. Let's see. That should allow us to make one if we had some gear wheels, which are right here. All right, there's one. And we need basically 9 more engine units. One more engine unit. Can I just grab one? Ha! Right on. Okay, let's see. That is going to be right here. Okay, and these guys hold, like, I think 100. So it's going to take that chest, those chests being refilled, and then more. Let's change the color of this. Boy, I don't know how to match that yellow that I'm looking at there. I don't even know if it's going to be possible. Yeah, it's like these engines, they have a little bit different, like, tint to the colors than the other things in the game, which makes it where, like, for example, like, Kitch Orange, 255, 95, 0. This is the color that I make myself. So look at that color on me, 255, 95, 0, and then look at it on the train. It's just... That's what you run into. So yeah, I know that, like, that's yellow-ish, and we'll just try to match it as best we can. That looks a little green. This is the important stuff. There we go. That'll be good. All right, and we're going to add a station. We want to send you to main artillery. You want to wait there for inactivity. We want to send you to 1, to 2, and to 3. Again, inactivity, inactivity, and inactivity. And I believe that the artillery shells firing does count as activity. Let's take a look down here. And I'm hoping all the bases we cleared in that episode, I hope nothing else is snuck in there, or that's going to be unfortunate. Okay, this actually looks good to me. Let's hop in it and give her a test drive. Got fuel and everything. All right, fantastic. The artillery turrets, I use the artillery turrets. I didn't use the train in the previous series. Basically just set up the turrets because I didn't see any real difference between the two. The big difference I figured out, somebody pointed this out to me, and I realized it after they said it. So basically somebody told me that the big advantage we have here is that these guys can actually hold 100 shells, while the turrets can only hold 5. And it totally doesn't matter, but it totally does. What, huh? Why did you do that? That station shouldn't have turned off. It should have been able to path to it, or else we would have got pathing errors. Huh. We are pathing to it. We do have a path to it. Huh. I might have to go back and look at that and see what was going on there. All right. Is it going to lock on anything? It is. What's it going to lock onto? Probably that worm right there. All right, well, let's help it out. Shoot at that. Let's take this big giant base out, and we'll test our wall strength. One, 2, 3, and it looks like there might be one down there too. We'll check it out. Oh no, he moved on. Oh, okay. Well, at this stop, we should be able to hit this base, at least, if he doesn't automatically do it. Nope, it's not in his automatic range. Oh, now he's hitting that one over there. Okay. Is it firing? Yeah, okay. Didn't know if it had decided to move on. And boy, it looks like we decided to build a wall right where the sidewalk ends. So we're going to defend out from that area. Right. Well, I mean, this could go on over there. I guess it all wasn't a waste. All right, wall held up. That was a lot bigger assault than we would normally see. So that's a good sign. He should target these guys over here, I would assume. And then we can go ahead and clean up this base down here. Usually don't like to waste bullets on worms, but I feel like these guys have caused us a lot of grief, so I kind of want to give them a little bit in return. All right, so yeah, there's our artillery train up and running. I think that's going to work out splendidly. We did get some damage over here in this area. It's already been repaired, which is good to see. Yeah, I think that is going to work out just as I want it to. Let's see. Can we fire some artillery shells? I just want to clear out some of this red. Just to make sure that there is not a base hanging out there. Worms, I'm not too concerned about. But yeah, no, a base in here would be not what this wall was about. All right, you will go on patrol, and any expansions that come in to your area will be taken care of. All right, let's see. Let's switch this to some color. I don't know what color. Bright purple? Bright purple. That'll be our wall supply train. And our own personal train, let's make it like pure white. Looks like I've done that in the past. Just so we can see at a glance, basically, what the train is up to. All right, so we have got artillery now. So yeah, that is the southern area is secured. I may want to like pull out like right here and make like a station over on this side, and a little building area over in here to make basically modules. I think I want to start out making modules, and then we can expand it out to make the other items we need to better mass produce, like things like beacons. And actually, speaking of producing things like beacons, let's increase that to like 100. Because that could potentially be like a 12-to-1 ratio between beacons. And well, it's going to be less because beacons are going to share. But we're going to be using more beacons than we do factories. That is for sure. And let's increase that as well. So beacons, assembly machines, chemical plants. Grab some of those. Electric furnaces, yes, have some. How are we doing on things like power poles? Not well. We just use them all, basically. Stack inserters. We'll grab some of those. We have plenty of fast inserters. Do we want to do this with bots? That's an idea. I don't know. I'll review the numbers, and if they look good, we may do bots down there instead of doing belts for building modules. It should be pretty straightforward. I mean, you guys require green circuits and red circuits, so we're going to need plastic, so we are going to have to do some oil refining. That's why I was excited to see the oil down there. You guys take blue circuits, so we are going to need the advanced oil refining. Oh, no, we don't. We might be able to pull it off with just basic, because we just need petroleum for that. And then red circuits and that. And I think I just want one machine making those modules. It seems like I did... I basically want to mass produce speed modules as well as productivity modules, and it seems like I did a series where I did 2 machines making the level 3s, and granted we needed them at first, but over time it just seemed like we had way too many modules. So we'll start off with 1. I mean, it'll be easy to duplicate should we actually need to. Now, we're getting attacked here, and that does not make me happy because we shouldn't. That means there's something else hiding in here. And that does not make me happy. Don't like to use artillery for exploring. But sometimes it just needs to be done. Yeah, because there's something hiding down here. Don't know what. But since you're there, why don't you just wreak some havoc down here? Make yourself useful, huh? That didn't cover anything? Oh, well, we might have to do some exploration or something like that, because there's no way that any of these would have made it up there, and it's highly unlikely that something from over here would come all the way around. I guess it's possible. Just not very likely. All right, well, this should put us in a pretty good spot. Let's see, let's grab some miners as well. Let's go ahead and grab some blue belt. And some red belt. Something's got to give here. Because we are going to need like a ton of red undergrounds. All right, that's interesting to know that the lasers are actually being damaged. Probably by splash damage. But they are holding the line at least. I went with the level 2s because there's the spacing. We did that in the last episode so that basically multiple different turrets don't get destroyed by a single spit. All right, but it's self-repairing, and that should be very, very good. All right. Undergrounds, splitters, and as many miners as we can possibly take. Let's see, that can go away. I don't think we need that many. I think that'll be good for a start. All right, I've been trying to wrap up this episode for a while now. Let's go ahead and do that now. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.